The Tissue Foundry is a platform. It demonstrates the best of today's technologies for scalable, modular, automated, and closed manufacturing, and serves as a testbed for technologies that are in development in our ecosystem.
The reason that we decided to actually build a tissue foundry here is the more we looked at all the needs of our nearly 200 members of ARMI, is almost all of them have a very different goal, a kidney, a liver, but they all have the same problems. And since they all need to share some pre-competitive baseline engineering capabilities, why should they all spend their time and money developing them separately? Let's develop them once, let's develop them right, let's make it world-class, and let's share it. And as this foundry starts producing one and then another and then another organ, all of our members will get to share the baseline capabilities we're developing and bring to it the special expertise they have. All of these companies will benefit from the collective capability of the engineering community, and then the public will benefit because we will scale up as quickly as we possibly can the ability to make the cells, tissues, and organs that people need.
The vision behind the Tissue Foundry is to enable BioFabUSA members the ability to take their production of cells, tissues, and organs from a scale that's at the benchtop to a more scalable, cost-effective, and consistent method through an integrated system of automation, equipment, and sensors that's scalable, modular, automated, and closed.
For designing the line, we really tried to take to heart the key concepts that BioFab espoused. So really tried to look at the key modules that we wanted to be part of this, expansion culture, starting to take the cells and grow them up, harvest and wash, concentrate them down so we can move them on to the tissue bioreactor, and lastly, the tissue assembly and maturation module where we could form the tissue and grow it up. When we started the design for the Tissue Foundry, it was mostly a proof of concept project. Could we actually fully automate tissue fabrication from cells all the way to an end product? But along the way, it's actually served several other really useful purposes. It helped us identify several challenges and gaps in the technology that we believe will be really necessary to make this and get it over the line to something that's commercializable, manufacturable. So it should be kept in mind that the Tissue Foundry line is really a collaborative process. We work very closely with the BioFab team in terms of doing automation gap assessments for all new processes that we're going to consider implementing in the line, trying to understand where there are potential gaps, and then doing a lot of research and development, trying to identify new pieces of equipment, new ways of doing processes, ways that we currently do things for other projects that may be applicable to the new process that we're trying to evaluate.
We are working with BioFabUSA to convert our manual flask process for generating stem cell-derived islet cells into an automated manufacturing process. We hope that by automating and closing this manufacturing process that we can produce these islet cells with greater quality, reliability, and reproducibility than is possible with the manual process that we have currently. In addition, we are developing approaches for storing these cells and shipping them worldwide. A major challenge in the field of type 1 diabetes research, which JDRF supports, is a lack of access to these very important cells for their research. Here we hope that by automating and closing the manufacturing process, that we can generate stem cells with greater reproducibility, reliability, and quality than is possible with the manual process.
When successful, the Tissue Foundry and its ability to produce cells, tissues, and organs in a scalable, modular, automated, and closed fashion will become the industry standard of tissue manufacturing and enable BioFabUSA members to take their process from the clutches of the valley of death into a more consistent, cost-effective, and commercially viable production.
What makes BioFabUSA unique is that here we're actually building the manufacturing line of the future. We are developing new technologies that can be implemented on that line through our technology development projects. We also have a process development team to analyze your process and see how we can then implement it onto that manufacturing line. And we're conducting the deep tissue characterization necessary to really understand your process, as well as complementing that with a regulatory and education workforce development program so that you can actually adequately staff that line when it's in production.